From you furthest away on your screens will be the Czech Republic, their number 2 crew, and that's Jan Gruber and Jakub Makovička. The Czech number 1 crew actually went out in the semi-finals. 2 from the top of your picture, Greece have a lot of time for Nikolaos and Apostolos, the twins, the Kuntoulas twins from Saloniki, 27 years of age. Not the biggest on the regatta course, but really good competitors. Bronze medalists in this in 2009. You're looking at Germany there, Anton Braun and Felix Strahotter, who represent Germany in lane number 3 and were the winners of the first semi-final. Great Britain, the new partnership in the men's pairs because of the departure of Andrew Triggs-Hodge and Pete Reed back into the 4, represented today by George Nash and William Sach. Then in lane 5 for Serbia, Nenad Bedic from Subotica, but now lives in Belgrade, along with Jovan Popovic, his partner. And they are 2 away from you, and closest to you will be the Netherlands in lane number 6. And that's, if I get it right, Nane Sluis.
Nanne Sluis.
Sluis. I knew I was going to get it wrong. And Meindert Klem.
Yeah, interesting combination. Nanne Sluis was in this boat class last year. He came in 8th, qualified the boat for the Olympics, and by making the final, the men's pair will definitely go to the Olympics in London.
And of course there are some important absentees, but we'll be seeing those in Lucerne. Eric Murray and Hamish Bond, the dynamite world champions of 2009, 2010 and 2011 in those epic battles with Andrew Triggs-Hodge and Pete Reed. No more, I'm afraid. That battle is over, as the British have gone back, or you could say defected to the men's 4 again, but that was probably pretty harsh. But the men's 4 is the British flagship boat.
Yeah, Pete Reed, Andrew Triggs-Hodge, Tom James and Alex Gregory. We'll see them later on. And right now, William Sach and George Nash just trying to get back on the field, because their start was not that great. It was Germany just blasting out of the start blocks alongside with Greece. Surprisingly, Germany beat Greece yesterday in the semi-final.
And it is Greece now who just forged their way. You can just see them there in lane 2. As I said, in terms of physical size, they are quite often the smallest physically in height and kilos of all the contenders as they go through the first 500, and Greece have got the supremacy. This fantastic squad, coached and fought through ever since really the Athens Olympics. They've just gone from, you know, better to even better to fantastic, coached by Giovanni Postiglione, who certainly over the years has earned the respect of pretty well every one of his coaching rivals.
Yeah, indeed, because we all know it started with that bronze, that silver medal, I think, the bronze medal from the lightweight men's double sculls, and then the men's 4 came, and then the Guguntelas brothers, who were lightweight brothers when they started rowing, just switched to heavyweight, then were brilliant in the pair. So it's been a breeze for Greece. But right now they're being challenged by Germany. We're really up there in the front of the field. Great Britain getting back there, and it's these 3 boats, Germany, Greece and Great Britain, just vying for that first spot.
Yeah, the British, George Nash, and sitting in front of him in the stroke seat, Will Sach, both 22 years of age, and 2 men who really have perhaps exceeded expectations of coach Jürgen Grobler, or the main head coach Jürgen Grobler.
Yeah, Will Sach, he was specifically told by Jürgen Grobler, you should aim for Rio de Janeiro in 2016. But he's surprised during the winter sessions, and he improved so much that he earned himself a spot in the senior team. And look where he is now. He's up there in the front of the field at the first World Cup regatta of 2012 in Belgrade, and trying to push the Germans away alongside with the Greeks. Germany fading a little bit, shortening up, and it's Great Britain and Greece moving into the first and second spot.
Yeah, Great Britain closest to you, then Germany, then Greece on the far side. Anton Braun for Germany, he's the man in the bow. Sitting in front of him, Felix Strahotter. And these two men, like in fact the British, very good achievers at under 23 level. The British Nash, who won the under 23 pair last season, with Konstantin Louloudis, who's sadly sidelined. He was going to stroke the British 8, but he's ill. More about that when we get towards the end of our, what will then be afternoon, when the 8s are the last finale. But it is Greece still on the far side there, who really like to dominate a race.
Yeah, they like to dominate a race, just blast from their blocks. It was an interesting situation just 150 meters back, where Great Britain and Greece at the same time, huge push, and they've opened up almost a length, over a length for Greece, just about a length for Great Britain, and Germany just dropped back immediately, not able to respond to that huge push from both Greece and Great Britain. It's a couple of seconds back to numbers 4, 5, and 6, but it looks like Serbia, the Netherlands, and the Czech Republic are out of the picture.
Yeah, the other partnership, of course, that are not here as we come to the final quarter, Monati and Carboncini of Italy, who were bronze medalists last year in the World Championships. This is a very interesting boat class, isn't it? Because it'd be interesting to get the take of, you know, Murray and Bond in terms of their rivals, you know, when we see them in Lucerne. Because you know, there are a lot of people who would walk around and say, oh, well, it's theirs already, the Olympic gold medal. But it's never that easy.
No, it's never that easy, and Greece is proving that here, because they've opened up even more from Great Britain, just expanding their lead to over a boat length. Really, really good rowing from Greece, and you can see, well, you know what they say about twins, they usually do the same, and that's what the Gaguntalas brothers are showing here. Very synchronous rowing, very at the same time they enter the water, release the water, and they propel their boat really, really well.
Yeah, they've got this very good group, the Greeks, because they've got a very good four as well with Papakristos, Silis, and have a look at this for a fight coming on here now, and you've got Britain and Germany and Greece
just coming up to the line. It's a great final sprint of Great Britain. I thought Greece was just powering away, but they faded. They faded incredibly. It's Germany and Great Britain just getting back to them, and it's Great Britain and Germany now battling it out for the first spot, and Greece is out. Greece is out.
Yeah, on the far side, Greece, but it's Germany who've come with the greatest thrust to come as the meat in the sandwich to cross the line in first place. Germany ahead of Great Britain. Greece third place on the podium, and that is a very, very interesting finish by the Germans. But, you know, interesting, the time there, 6:26.45 for Germany on the day. They've timed it perfectly, but when we put all the other crews from around the world who are going to come into this, only then will we really get a real barometer of how this boat class is evolving.
Yeah, and it's I think the Greeks will be disappointed with this, because they went too early, judging by the fact that they faded too rapidly in the final 200 meters, but they went too early, and then Germany just countered that sprint, just put on the power, and these guys are pretty big. Felix Strahota and Anton Braun. Braun is a very, very talented former junior rower, and they're very happy with that victory. You can tell by the look on their faces. But surprisingly enough, Greece not making that first spot, and not even making silver, which is a good thing for Great Britain, because that young pair just
and a big gap again.